Hey, good morning everybody, it's your buddy the Legend here, and I'm going to take you through the construction site of Falcons Fury, the 300-foot tall drop tower with tilting seats coming to Busch Gardens Tampa in the spring. And take you through to show you the construction, because there's more going on than just that as they go and re-theme the Timbuktu land into Pantopia, the new, taking you from a real city in Africa to a made-up city through the minds of the folks at Busch Gardens. Anyway, lots of construction going on here. Well, Falcons Fury has been under construction for quite a while. The rest of the land is now under construction walls and getting painted up and getting ready for its big debut, as you can tell. Now over here on the right, the first construction wall, this building used to have some games in it, and for a while it had a discount shop, which I always used to enjoy. At one point it was home to, I believe they sold cigars out of there. It was home to the Christmas Town Preview Center, and now it'll be something else. I don't know if it'll be a Falcons Fury gift shop, which could be highly likely. I know there's going to be a new bakery over here as well, so it could be any one of these things. But of course the Star, of course they've got all these signs trying to tell you where to go, because it's a lot of construction walls in Timbuktu, including right here. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what used to be behind this wall. I have no idea, but apparently it's not going to be that. Obviously, Falcons Fury, very, very exciting new ride coming to the Orlando area, Tampa area theme park market. I'm going to go on these steps here. That's where you can get the best view of the ride as it's under construction. You can see they still have some of the old queue line supports up from Sandstorm. And then you look up, 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 all the way up. Past these palm trees, and it goes way up. All the way up there. Now they're over 300 feet, obviously they don't have the collar on top yet to sort of top it out, but it is very tall. It definitely stands out, by far the tallest thing in the park, and it's an impressive looking structure. You can see it from around town, and of course along with the 300-foot ride is the 350-foot crane, so that's important as well. You can see a lot of good progress being made here. I would say they're definitely on time as far as construction goes. If I would have to guess, I'm really not sure. Now we're going to take you around the rest of the land a little bit, but that's the main part right there. Falcons Fury looks really good. The colors, I like it too. Moving along here. I think it's going to be a cool ride. You know, there's a big debate going on online. Which is going to be the better ride? Will it be Zumanjaro, Drop of Doom, or will it be Falcons Fury? I'm in the Falcons Fury camp because of those tilting seats. Because I mean, I can't imagine once you get up to that point there, being tilted 90 degrees straight down and then dropping, that's going to be freaky. There's no way that is not going to be freaky. Really scary. Also, Desert Grill is going to get revamped. Currently they're showing a Motor City Group show, which is currently going on right now. There it is. There's that. And it's kind of an interesting theater because they seem to change out their shows like every 3 months. Getting more shots of the tower. It says spring, and if you sort of read between the lines on some of the refurbishment schedules, some of the kiddie rides that are in the back on the other side of the land, back over there, are scheduled to come out of refurbishment around the end of April-ish. So that might be the time we're going to see this thing reopen. Or open up. The kiddie rides reopen, the ride reopened for the first time. Here's the building that was the Sultan's Arcade, as well as a snack stand. I believe they sold ice cream. And closed up now. Not sure what it's going to be, but honestly, out of everything going on in the land, I'm not only excited about the ride, and I know that's kind of like the cheesy thing to say, but they're building a bakery, and if you've been to Busch Gardens and SeaWorld parks, they have incredible food. And so I know I enjoy the bakery in the front, but like a really, really good bakery, that's going to be awesome. Carousel's down for some maintenance over here. I imagine they're probably going to refresh this building a little bit too while it's down. I walked past an old lady earlier who did not really care at all about Falcons Fury, but was like, oh no, all this construction. I hope they're going to bring the carousel back. True story. Actually happened. And over here, the other major project going on in Pantopia, they're redoing the old Timbuktu Theater, which well, it was the Dolphin Arena, and then it was a 4D theater, and now it's going to go into its third generation of being something different. As you can see here, it's getting a repainting. Now the big rumor, I don't think it's been confirmed yet, it's been confirmed that Critter Castaways, one of my favorite shows here at Busch Gardens, is going to close up in the middle of February, and I believe there's going to be a show, but it makes sense because it's a cool show, that they're going to move that into this indoor theater. I'll probably do some more stuff with it. And it's a wonderful program, so definitely looking forward to checking that out, or whatever they end up putting in here. sure it'll probably be good stuff. Also, I'm guessing this used to be a game. Well, it's no longer that. That'll pretty much do it for this construction update here. I'll give you a crappy shot of Falcons Fury into the sun. Yeah, doesn't that suck? Videography. Good thing I got this new fancy dandy video camera. Anyway, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/coastercrew. Tune into In the Loop on iTunes every week. Actually, I believe this week we're going to have a guest on the show from Busch Gardens itself. So they're going to be talking all about Falcons Fury this week on the show. Also going to be previewing our what are going to be the top new for 2014 attractions at the parks all across the country. And I do got to plug our buddies over at bgtfans.com, by far the best fan site for Busch Gardens Tampa. So be sure to check them out as well. I know that's, if I ever I have a question about it, I'll ask them on Twitter, or I will go to their website, as they are very good. That's the best website for covering this park. So if you want to go to any questions, ask those guys over there. They do a really good job. This is The Legend, and I am out. Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick little addition here to the video with this picture. What you're looking at here, that is actually the giant counterweight for the drop tower attached to the giant 350-foot crane. They were, later on in the day, I went back to the Timbuktu area. I rode Phoenix and Sand Serpent, so I got to see a little bit more later on in the day when I didn't have my video camera with me. So here you can see them putting together the counterweight. What they did was, if you look, there's the big white thing with the 3 columns. In between those 3 columns are gray plates that are each looks like big old weights, and this is a giant counterweight, eventually going to be put into the ride structure itself. So they were doing that today. Thought that was pretty neat. Also, when I rode Sand Serpent, you got to see the more of the construction going on in the theater, and there is way more than I thought. You know, it's a heavy construction site towards the back end of the theater, and this is definitely not going to be a cheap retrofit of the old 4D theater, but definitely they're putting a lot of work into it. A lot of heavy dirt moving around and things getting torn up, and there were big holes in the theater, so there was definitely a lot of work being done back there, way more than I thought just looking at the front. Just a quick update, little addition. Thought the counterweight was cool, and some of you people out there that are big team partners like me would probably enjoy seeing that photo. So thanks for watching.